What's good? Another day, another blessing, and I feel blessed. I do. Um, it's Saturday. It's 20 past 3 in the afternoon, and I have a really busy day today. I've just got back home from hosting a show. I'm doing two shows tonight, so I'm doing two bingo hosting shows, and I have just finished doing the first one. Just got back home now. Gonna have some lunch, chill for a couple hours. Then I got to head over to Hackney and host another show there. And what kind of popped into my head on the way back was, this didn't happen on the way back. This actually happened once I got home. So, a friend of mine, Max Cyrus, who I've mentioned before on my vlogs, he sent me. Uh, he suggested that I look into the health app on my phone. So I've got an iPhone. Android users don't have a go at me, okay? But I've got an iPhone, and the health app has something in there called like mental health or uh, what's it called? It's like mind. Um, I forget like the exact name, but it's like to do with your mental state, right? And it's a little thing where you could basically go into this particular app and you can just update it with how you're feeling in any particular moment, right? And you can either do it based on the actual moment, how you feel in the moment, or you can do it based on how you felt overall for the day. And I decided to start using it. He suggested I start using it, and I was like, all right. Because I think that throughout life, you can go through these 24-hour periods and you can not really know, you can not remember how you feel from one moment to another. In some moments, you might be feeling really good, really neutral, or really positive or negative, but you can forget, you can not really remember. And then give it a week or 2 weeks, and you have no idea as to how you felt consistently over that period of time. And then also what things have helped you to feel a certain way. So, whether it's exercise, has that made you feel better? Or did you drink and then did that make you feel a certain way? So it's just like a way of keeping track of what is actually working for you and how you're feeling in any moment. So I got home and then the notification buzzed on my Apple Watch and it was like, how do you feel in this moment? And I filled it in. And in this moment, I realized I feel good. Like I feel really good. I feel very the options it gives you is like neutral, unpleasant, very not slightly unpleasant, unpleasant, very unpleasant, and then obviously the other scale, right? So neutral, slightly pleasant, pleasant, very pleasant, whatever. And I realized like I feel pleasant, I feel good, I feel in a positive place, and whenever I host a show, whenever I do something that's aligned with who I really want to be or what I really want to do, man, it gives me so much life. And I really do feel like that is what alignment is about. Because there's so much that I don't have from a security standpoint in this moment, right? So, um, like in this moment, I don't have sick pay. In this moment, I don't have holiday pay. In this moment, I don't have a pension plan. In this moment, I don't have all the things that you would expect or that you would want for certain levels of security. Like in this moment, just in this moment, I don't have those things. But in this moment, I still feel pleasant. I still feel good. Why? Because I feel like I have used my talent, my ability, uh, to facilitate an afternoon where people were able to come and have a great time and feel seen and go away buzzing. And I helped to create that. And it just makes me feel like, yeah, man, like that's good. Like I need to figure out how to build all of those other securities around me. But if I can build those securities, if I can create a life where every day I'm doing something that I look forward to and that gives me a buzz, and then I get those things with it, then that's a beautiful life. That's a beautiful life to cultivate. And I think what happens is that we do it, as they would say, arse about face, right? You, a lot of the time, we go after a particular thing because we need the security. So it's like, just get a job, get any job, just get a job so you can get the holiday pay, the sick pay, the security of a set amount of money coming into your account every single month. Like, go get that ASAP, have that. Don't ever question whether you enjoy it. Right? Don't question whether you love it. Just get it so you can have those things. Get the security and then figure it out, rather than go after something you love and build the security off the foundation of something that you actually love doing. And that is like, that's what I think that's the way I feel like we should live as human beings. That's the way that I feel like we can tap into who we really are and actually feel fruitful in our lives. But that is not the way that the world is set up. And that is not what we're encouraged to do. And even if it's just for this moment right now, even if it's just for this very moment in my life, right now, at 26 minutes past 3, on the 5th of July, 2025, if only for this moment, I can feel this feeling and have these thoughts of positivity, of alignment, of optimism, then I feel like it was worth jumping. I feel like it was worth seeing what was on the other side, because I remember just being so down in my job. I remember just feeling so lost and so trapped. And for all the things that I've got, that I've, I don't want to sound melodramatic, but for all the things I've gone through or the things that have happened in my life over the last couple of months, to feel this makes it feel worth it. And I really have to remember that. And I'm glad that I'm vlogging, and I'm glad I'm doing these videos, and I'm glad I'm putting this on a platform, even if no one else ever watches this. Like, even if this doesn't build into something where I gain followers and I'm able to build a fan base off of the back of telling my story and building this journey, and it, like, telling my story and kind of like showing people this journey, I'm happy that I get to look at these steps for me. Like, I can go back and watch this, and I can go back and watch this and remind myself that you felt like that in that moment. You felt positive in that moment. You felt like you were doing what you were meant to do in that moment. And this can be a reminder and a motivator for myself. And I do hope it's a motivator for somebody else out there. But I know that there's going to be the days when I don't feel like this. And when I do feel like it's all crumbling, or I doubt myself. But I know I'm good at this. Like, today, this is a message for you, Roman. Remember, you are good at this, and you can be great at it. But you are good at this. Don't forget that.
Hey, what's up? So it's just gone midnight and I've been back home for about an hour and a half from hosting bingo tonight in Hackney. Strange one tonight. I've never had this situation happen before in the few years that I've been hosting bingo, but we ended the show early because the audience wanted to leave. And now that is not an indictment on me or my hosting skills, but we had two Hindus in. The first Hindu, they had to leave early because they were going to a place called Alcatraz, which is like some themed bar where you put on orange jumpsuits like you're in Alcatraz. excuse me, but the way that they spell it is like Alcatraz. And then you sit in a cell and drink, I guess. But in my opinion, they would have had so much more fun if they had just stayed at the bingo. Because bingo's fun. And it's not just, I make it fun. It's a good night. Like me, the DJ, we make that fun. So the fact that they left, I think they made a poor decision there, personally. But they left early. They left about 8:30. So like an hour into the show. And then we only had one Hindu left. It was maybe about 15 people. And so we played a few more rounds of bingo. But they just got to a stage where they were just ready to call it. So we ended early. Never had a situation like that before in my life. Like where the people are just like, nah, we're done, we're good. But hey, that was what it was. But doing 2 shows in one day, man, that definitely took a lot out of me, just to travel and then also just getting up for both of them and being energetic and bringing the energy. Like it took a lot. But still, they were both good shows. People had a good time. I had a good time. And yeah, just back home now, the silence of the night is something that I've always been appreciative of. I'm very noise sensitive. I think that's something that I picked up from my dad. My dad hated noise. And whenever I was around him, it was just like you'd walk on your tiptoes, man. And if you like were washing dishes and you made too much clanging with the plates or anything like that, oh man, you'd feel like your world was gonna fall apart. I swear. If a door slammed or anything like that, he hated noise. I don't like noise. I'm not not to the level where like I'm gonna shout at you or anything like that if things are annoying, but I'm very noise sensitive. If there's a noise that doesn't need to be there and it's there, it pisses me off. I had to get a new boiler installed, and honestly, like it's the loudest boiler I've ever had, and I'm so pissed off because in the winter when I put this thing on, man, it's just so frustrating, But yeah, I guess we all have our quirks and things that like we like and dislike and that jazz. But I need to take better care of my voice because tonight I could feel my voice was cracking. So I think I need to look into some ways in which I can take better care of that. And yeah, man, not really too much to say. I'm knackered, to be honest with you. I just thought I'd jump on and just give a rundown of how the night went and kind of document that as a memory. And tomorrow I'm going to be up early, going to go and play football. And then just enjoy the Sunday, bit of a rest day. Got a couple of gigs lined up for next week. Got a couple of ideas that I'm working on at the moment. One of the ideas I was working on was just a thought where, people say like, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. And I was like, well, the Lord is quite petty really then, isn't he? It's almost like you can have it. No, you can't have it. Like, make up your mind, And also, it's just that pettiness of like, you made something, you weren't happy with it, so you got to get rid of all of it. Like Noah's Ark and the floods, like God was unhappy and he's like, all right, I'm wiping out all of you. And it's like, well, hold on a second, man. Like, if I made a cake and I just wasn't happy with, the way it kind of came out, the shape of it, like, I'm just going to throw it all away. Like, I'll make the best of a bad situation. Maybe try and fix it up a little bit. But it just feels like, man, just cutting off your nose to spite your face type vibe. So maybe there's something in there. And I'm trying to work on making my comedy more conversational. Because I feel like even when I watch my own sets, I get a little bit bored where I'm like, set up punch, like. And someone gave me feedback the other day and said that it feels like I telegraph my sets a bit too much, like the jokes are telegraphed. So I need to figure out a better way to hide the jokes and to form better misdirections with the jokes. So yeah. Anyway, we'll crack on with that tomorrow. For now, that's it for today. I'm done. I'm knackered. So I'll catch you next time. Peace.